Fiesta? Previously... Let's go get the submarine! Fortunately, while I was being thrown around by this machinery, I was thinking about boats. All kinds of boats, actually one boat. You can create the all-boat. Boat of sea, land, and sky. So yes, this is why you would... And it gives you access to the two remaining dungeons with tablets. And some other things, mostly the tablets. And this party really already has everything that they need out of this world in order to move forward and assail the ending as best they're able. But I sort of feel like exploring the depths. At least a little. There are some useful items waiting. Mostly actually not in Ocean Trench, even though Ocean Trench would be a good place to grind if I had to with this team, since they have Bard. Bard is good at Trench. But none of the loot in there is stuff that I want. Not anymore. Not since I was able to get all those free fire rings. By way of crime loot. Instead, it's Waterfall that I'm after. The waterfall here. Not here now, but here later. Here shortly. Contains a lot of good things that are useful to many parties. Still wearing your Mirage vest. Let's clear that off of you. Back to normal. And you can keep the Aegis for now. Hammer. Chicken knife. Yeah, a lot of abilities that have to be put back after. People not wearing their sandals. Shameful. And more gargoyles. Fortunately, as you get more powerful over the course of the world, these become easier to deal with. Wait, what weapon do I have on guess? Was it Assassin Dagger? Yes, that's Assassin. And our raw speed is enough that we can overpower the gargoyles gimmick. Yes, very good. That's as it should be. But yeah, Waterfall contains things that are useful to most parties, and so you have a way to get here with your Fiesta team, by all means do so. Any prizes await. The Trench, much less so. Trench is more niche in its rewards. There is one free fire ring there, so I'd recommend going after that. It'll save you 50,000 bucks. Supposing you don't crime up an alternative supply. I'll be willing to fight things here rather than away from everything. Just I will need numbers. May as well collect numbers while in motion. Many numbers to go. Wavezerker teams are particularly sensitive to numbers. Wait, right, I can do this. Oop. Yes, this lady is much like the other fight in the pyramid that has a magic lamp that they summon something out of, except instead the idea is they have a frog, and after a while they will unfrog their frog into some kind of creature. Hey, man-eater, that's a good knife. It's a dancer-only knife, so not for our team. But yes, they will unfrog their frog into something. Either murder the frog, murder the lady, or if you unfrog it first, she will then, when she reaches the appropriate point in her script, turn it back into a frog, leaving it harmless. Frog strats. Rune Blade there, I believe it's just a sword that functions like Rune Axe. I don't think I've used it on anyone ever. Yeah, just regular sword. MP for what it describes as critical hits, but I think actually uses slightly different math than an actual critical. Still gets the point across, so a hit, but more good. by drawing on mana. They're flashing like criticals, and that's what matters. I always collect the Protect Rings, even though they aren't as useful in this as they are in several other Final Fantasies. I mean, they're good. Sizable defense boost, free regen, those are helpful traits to have. They just don't really compete with the Absorb Rings and, naturally, the Sandals. Sandals, top tier, of all tiers. Tier beyond tiers. Carve our way through anyone who opposes us with our mighty shiv. Oh, hello. I've taken your hat. Yeah, let's try fighting then. Good friend, tunneled. I love the Final Fantasies, and this is the one where this fellow debuted. Here he is. In his original form. Oh, you can re-crime him at each step of his movement. It's a separate object. Gonna steal so many hats. There we go. And there's a free reflect ring in here as well. Lot of good, generally useful things. For all sorts of teams. That's money for another coral. I had 2 on hand. 3 now. Good. So that's money for the last of the rings that I needed to procure for any reason. Good. We are well equipped. Out low. I don't want to come down here yet. That's actually the way forward in this dungeon. That is a very useful sword that boosts your magic rating. It is the best one in general that you could put on a red mage, and also pretty top tier for Mystic Knight. One of the best regular sword in the game. Very good raw power, and that magic boost. And there we go, that's the other standout item of loot here. The other guaranteed Aegis shield. Now we have 2. With sufficient patience, any team could acquire an arbitrary number of Aegis shields just by conducting crime. They are a rare steal available inside the void. So what's this frog? Also a dragon. What a frog! Berserker, please. Berserker, you have not helped. I have my ring supply sorted out. I guess next thing that money would speak for is a whole bunch of Phoenix Down. I have extensive demand for Phoenix Down on a team like this. Uma Shuriken. These fellows can drop Kaiser Knuckles. Yet another reason to not bother entering the Ocean Trench. These are an accessory. We already got one earlier, I guess. Or no, there it is. It just got sorted into a higher slot. That improves your punching damage. Sadly, it's competing for the accessory slot, so, sandals? Yeah, sandals. Anyway, here's a slab. Leviathan is optional. Leviathan looks pretty relaxed. What a happy magic serpent. Look at this guy. He didn't seem like any sort of, wrathful, vengeful, mythic beast. No, this kind of like lives in a tranquil spring on the top of a high mountain, giving out sage advice. He's a pretty straightforward boss, no particular secret crafty gimmicks. He throws water. in large amounts. It's Tidal Wave Man. He does the tidal waves. There! The fight has now entered the state I intended to leave it in. And not even inescapably so. He's failing those entangles. And your prize, if you do fight him, is yet another Reflect Ring, also, and he himself that can, you know, summon a word form. As you do. The customs. Just continue to throw fights onto the pile as needed. I feel like there was something notable about these druids at some point. Maybe they have an interesting ability when caught and released by Beastmen. They do contain Discord there. That is a blue magic. It's learnable. Fieldable by those acquainted with the craft. Well, by and large, that just leaves the void. Oh, by my other coral ring. Liquidate some other stuff that I've accumulated. Left unnecessarily. It is saddening to sell off so many of these things that are extremely useful to other festive teams. But sacrifices must be made. End up with extra angel ring. Strange world we live in. Everything I need out of here. You can end up with truly alarming quantities of money by selling off extraneous gear that you won't need in the fest. Which, in and of itself, is plenty of reason to go out and assail various dungeons that contain stuff your team isn't using. Much of it is still worth the dollars. Don't need either. I need dark matter. I don't need ash. Yeah, this'll do. Almost a shame that they're... Well, I suppose the healing basin is kind of the hidden super in the back room. In its own way. Anyway, there's the void hole. It's conveniently almost directly north of Phantom. Alright, let us traverse the void. As less notable as that'll be when we have already removed a couple of bosses. Most of the bosses, really. Most of the regular bosses. There's just one regular boss left. And it's all about those crowns. This is a team which has its sight on the Triple Crown. The methods intended for use will be aided by increasing numbers. They may in fact mandate collecting more and larger numbers. This might not be our last trip into the void, to or from. As they reach the point where they have to restock cottages. When you're in somewhere where the laws of time and space mean nothing, what's spending an extra couple of weeks just carefully expediting around? It's all subjective. You know what, I should have get my crime list. There's a lot of good stuff in here. Some of which is stuff I want for my crown attempts. Just hold down the old criminal document. whereby we conduct the japes. The roguish buffoonery. Alright, so... Oh man, you could steal curse rings off something in here. Finally, a way to get more curse. Oh, let's see. I'm looking for necromancers. And I think just necromancers. Yeah, a bunch of other good stuff in here, but necromancers and maybe not. I already slew two Intania. I didn't go in there intending to take anything off him. Ooh. It's mostly just the necromancers. Let's go with that. Gaunt through the Phantom. And into the woods. The number of regular things that are not immune to being stopped. Quite refreshing. The worst have their, their evade chances, or just the raw accuracy on the spell. Which is something affected by level difference. So, as you get, more bigger numbers, then it becomes more reliable. My apologies, Your Majesty. Are you stopped? Yes, you are. Never mind. I'll destroy you and all you stand for. Apologize for nothing. Alright, let's get set up. Not really. Well then. We are set up. Not that the rower alignment particularly matters for this. It's something that isn't going to have a chance to come up. Be sure, yeah, Wavezerker, Wavezerker. Not Assassin Dagger on either of you. Yeah, Thor Hammer and Runex. Alright, now we get set up. Thus was. Leslie. Leslie. There. Nearly done delaying the inevitable. Alright. Let us begin. Omega. I may have already fucked up. Nope, we're good. Okay. Commence strategy. This is Omega, the ultimate weapon, built to surpass all others. So fearsome that no force on Earth could stop it, and it had to be condemned to the void. On other Fiesta runs, I have, in particular, the Dawn of Fiesta uploaded on my channel. Yeah, like the first one that I streamed and recorded. Likewise, I had to confront Omega more directly by way of weaponry to the face. Dawn, and I think also Son of Fiesta, assailed Omega with violence. Watch either of those if you would like to see what it takes to endure the limitless firepower of the ultimate weapon. This team can sidestep that. The power of music. Among Omega's weaknesses, he is not immune to stuff, and he cannot evade any form of music. Music-type attacks always hit. However, because he is possessed of what is called the Heavy type, a collection of statuses and modifiers that are attached to many a boss and other large creature. Status effects that work on Omega apply for only a very, very brief span of time. If I had just one more Berserker on this team, this would be impossible. No one musician would be fast enough to soothe Omega. As long as you have Bard and at least 2 controllable characters, you can have them lull him into slumber. You then combine that with whatever damage source you have available, which in our case we actually have one of the adequate ones, where Omega has outlandishly high physical defense, but axes finally get a chance to come in handy because they cut enemy defense down to 1/4 when they swing at it. They are armor-piercing weapons, and their poor accuracy is countered by the fact that Omega has been held in place, completely motionless by the song. So long as we do not have the poor fortune of having any of these songs fall out of the appropriate rhythm for keeping them locked down, won't be too long. The Berserkers just need to carve their way through 55,000 health. This is a bonus boss. He is the ultimate weapon, truly invincible. If you're approaching this with controllable characters and bards, it would be advisable to have a third singer start speeding everyone up. Give yourself more of a comfort zone for maintaining the stop lock. And eventually, if you have somebody completely maxed out on speed, you can hit the point where a single singer, as long as they're hasted and at 99 agility, could keep Omega frozen. At which point you could start stringing together other buff songs, or having more people contribute to whatever your attack method is. It helps the fight along. If, for even the faintest moment, Omega ceases to contemplate the beat, my entire team could be undone, like so! Oh boy. Oh boy, we missed a spot. We gave him a window. This is a problem. Everyone is at half health and has been bleeding. Okay, good. Just 7 minutes. Concentrated beats. For Fiesta formalities, when you have To properly log your defeat of a bonus boss, you take a screenshot, ideally of the boss as it is dying, but also for the bonus bosses, just getting the shot of the reward item afterwards, or any other evidence that you defeat the boss will do. These are processed by hand by the event runner, and they're not particularly strict about this, so don't worry about it. Don't be rude about it. Be honest in your festing, but don't worry about being, like, gone over with a fine-tooth comb. There's no festive inquisition to maintain purity of method.